Okay, very good uh, morning, but very good afternoon from Malaysia. Now, the time in Malaysia is close to 4 p.m. So, I think without further ado, I would like to share my slides. Okay, my presentation today is about the role of monarchy institutions and sustaining political stability, the case of Sabah. So my name is Asmady Idris, Associate Professor Dr. Asmady Idris, and this is my colleagues, Marja Azimah Omar, Rizal Zamani Idris, Suzali Muhammad, Fauzi Sarjono, Sharudin Haji Awang Ahmad, Rahmat Yalanci, and we are all from University Malaysia Sabah. This paper is research, this is from our research grant from the university. So once again, thank you very much for the organizer of the Social Science and Humanities Research Association International Conference Dubai, because accepting our paper. So for introductions, this paper analyzes the role of monarchy in sustaining political stability. Uh, the focus is on the institutions of Tuan Yang Terutama and short-term TYT yang di-Persatuan Negeri Sabah, which represent yang di-Persatuan Agong Malaysia. Since 1963 until today, TYT institution has played significant role in ensuring the political stability of Sabah. Problem statement and research methods. The role of and functions of TYT is normally ceremonial, just like king. Okay, the function is largely ceremonial. However, when Sabah is facing political uncertainty, especially if there's no political party could win with majority seats in the state elections, so TYT's mediating and advising role is really needed. Hence, this is the main aim of this paper, to analyze the role of TYT as representative of Yang di-Persatuan Agong at the state level in calming political uncertainty and to help forming a stable state government. This is a qualitative study using both documentary analysis and interviews. Conceptual framework. Malaysia is one of the sovereign countries that embracing a constitutional monarch as a form of government. The constitutional monarchical government simply can be defined as a system of government where a monarch shares power with a constitutionally organized government. The monarch may play the role as a de facto head of state or merely act as a ceremonial leader. For Malaysia, Yang Agung or YDP Agung is the supreme head of the federations, and it is elected by the Conference of Rulers for a term of 5 years. YDP Agung has some specific executive powers but shall act in accordance with advice of the cabinet or of a minister acting under the general authority of the cabinet. Among the principal functions of YDP Agung with the cabinet's advice are the appointment of a prime minister, resolutions of parliament, and the requisitions of meeting of the conference of rulers. For Sabah is one of the 14 states in Malaysia, as stipulated in Part 2 of the Sabah Constitution, Tuan Yang Terutama in Negeri Sabah or TYT, as excellent, the head of state is the official head of state. Unlike the Peninsula states, Sabah and Sarawak don't have hereditary royal lineage, and in lieu of such, the governor, that is the TYT, is elected, and it is also is the representative of the Yang di-Persatuan Agong. Basically, the role of the TYT is largely ceremonial, as I said before, as it reflects the constitutional framework within which the Federation of Malaysia. As the head of state, the TYT is bound by the Sabah State Constitution to carry out several constitutional responsibilities in the executive branch. One pivotal duty of the TYT is to appoint the Chief Minister of Sabah, oftentimes the leader of the majority party or coalition in the state legislative assembly. Article 6 of Sabah Constitutions. Political uncertainty in Sabah after state elections. Undeniably, Sabah had been facing political uncertainty a few times. especially based on the results of the three state elections in 1985, 1994, and 2018. The reason for this was because there is a thin majority achieved by a winning political party, which undoubtedly led to political instability. This was what happened in the post-three state election held in 1985, 1994, in 2018, where party hopping occurred and unavoidably TYT had to intervene to ensure the political stability sustained in Sabah. This is one of the crucial moment for Sabah because Sabah in could I say three times after the state elections where we having some political uncertainties. I mean, we cannot form a stable government. So that's why the role of TYT is really needed to make sure our political stability is sustained in Sabah. And then political scenario after 1985 state election. This is the first example. In the 1985 state election, Parti Bersatu Sabah won with a thin majority, only 25 seats from 48 seats. But although PBS secured a bit majority, but it couldn't secure chief minister post. Instead, Tun Mustafa, a combination of his party Osno and Parti Berjaya, he was surprisingly appointed as new chief minister. So, due to the federal protest, the federal government unhappy, TYT replaced Tun Mustafa with Datuk Paran. In other words, state election 1985, TYT had to appoint twice chief minister in ensuring political stability achieved in Sabah. And then come post 1994 state election, as in 1985, PBS once again won with a thin majority, winning as exactly 1985 25 seats from 48 seats. And then during this election, PBS faced new rival UMNO Barisan Nasional, which obtained 23 seats. Datuk Pairin sworn in as chief minister, but due to the fake Datuk Pairin sworn in as chief minister after the state election, but due to the defections of some PBS members to join UMNO, Datuk Pairin's government collapsed. TYT once again had to appoint twice as chief minister. And then post 2018 state election, political drama happened again after the 2018 state election. In this election, both Sabah Barisan Nasional BN led by UMNO and Barisan Party secured 29 seats respectively. Then BN secured form a state government by obtaining 2 more seats from the Star Party. And Datuk Musa Aman, as the president, as the chairman of the BN Sabah, was reappointed as the chief minister. But due to some defections from BN, especially the ABKU party, which declared its support to Warisan Party, Datuk Musa lost his post. TYT had given his green light by appointing Datuk Sri Shafiq Abdal as the new chief minister of Sabah. Based on this 2018 state election, TYT had pivotal role to sustain political stability in Sabah. In other words, based on these 3 cases, TYT had to appoint chief minister twice in order to ensure that political stability is sustained. As a conclusion, several conclusions can be drawn. Firstly, the TYT plays a pivotal role in the appointment and removal of the chief minister. In both the 1985 and 1994 political crisis, the TYT had to exercise the authority to designate and dismiss the chief minister. This underscores the TYT's influence in resolving political conflicts in determining the leadership of the state government. Secondly, it is evident that on occasion the TYT's decisions are somehow influenced by political considerations. The political crisis of 1985 highlighted that the appointment and removal of the chief minister was subject to influence by the Deputy Prime Minister Musa Hamad. This indicates that the TYT's decision may not always be entirely independent and can be influenced by political pressures or influential figures. Thirdly, the TYT's involvement in addressing political crisis can carry substantial implications. The 1985 crisis triggered a re-election in which the previous party emerged as the winner. while the 1994 crisis led to the TYT affording the Barisan National Coalition the opportunity to establish a government formed by defection within PBS. These instances underscore that the TYT's choices can shape the political landscape and have enduring ramifications for the state's governance. It is conceivable that the reason behind the TYT sanction was to safeguard harmonious federal-state relations. Finally, the TYT's role extends beyond mere ceremonial duties. This event emphasized the TYT's active involvement in resolving political crises, making critical decisions regarding chief minister appointments, and influencing the formation of the government. This underscores that the TYT's position in Sabah goes beyond symbolism and encompasses substantial decision-making powers, especially during the crucial moments of appointing the chief minister in the 1985, 1994, and 2018 state election. That's all from me. Thank you very much for this good opportunity to share our research findings, which is the case of Sabah, and in especially the role of Monarchy. For the Sabah case, is the TYT, which represent our king, the young diplomat. So on that note, thank you very much, and again, see you in the future. Thank you. Bye. Salam.